Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Marina Hyde in The Guardian asks, why does the Harry and Meghan psychodrama continue? Because no one really wants it to end, and he may be talking about us in the end anyway. Marina writes, of all the charges laid at the door of Harry and Meghan, we can reasonably discount the idea that being paid by Netflix is the sin to end all sins. I'm not sure how people think the British royal family have historically accrued their vast wealth, but a contract with a streaming giant is right down the list of money-spinning horrors. Let's face it, there are a lot worse ways to lay your hands on a reported £88 million in today's money. No one dissolved the monasteries here, no one ran a foreign country as an extraction colony. I can't help feeling the Sussexes increasingly come across as a pair of ancient mariners with a TV contract, condemned to tell their tale to everyone they meet. Despite the work that has gone into crafting the impression of a further banquet of revelations, the Sussexes really only have one story to tell. Admittedly, it's a dramatic and sensational one that has sold countless books and papers and driven online traffic and TV ratings around the world. They told it to Oprah last year, now they are telling it again to Netflix viewers. The cycle is certainly of the vicious variety. The Sussexes publicly say something, the papers pounce on it and make merry hell with it for days or weeks. Some drama queen palace courtier makes a disparaging off-the-record comment. A new grievance is thereby minted on which the Sussexes will soon publicly say something. Repeat cycle. But then a lot of people love all this stuff, whether or not they care to admit it. They love the drama, love to take it personally, love to get angry about it, love to act as if they know the family, love to pour bereaved children, love to comment, love the whole endless shooting match. We here at Palace Intrigue can tell you that anything with Meghan Markle in the episode title gets more downloads than any other episodes, and our recent numbers have been stronger than even following the death of Queen Elizabeth. As we like to say around the office, thanks Meghan. Palace Intrigue will be right back. One of the claims made in the Harry and Meghan documentary was that nobody taught Meghan how to be a royal. The Mirror reports Ed Lane Fox, known as Elf, is said to have provided Meghan with an information sheet beforehand. The dossier covered fashion, the royal family, heads of departments, ladies-in-waiting, UK arts, the Charity Commission, and public life. A source told The Times there was prep for everything, walkabouts, even though she was engaged to someone who'd done hundreds of them, clothes, everything. The level of support was intense. It was huge. The amount of work Elf put into getting her access to anyone, and he gave her books on the stuff. The Mirror's report adds, Meghan is believed to have had 2 meetings with experts, including the late Queen's private secretary, Lord Christopher Gite. Another was said to be a very well-connected, trusted fashion person who provided advice on what Meghan should wear. The New York Times profiled the creators of the documentary. Liz Garbus was skeptical. She had seen their interview with Oprah Winfrey, but she assumed that the stiff upper lip emblematic of elite British society would not make for a compelling documentary. Too guarded, too interested in hagiography, too much of an all-around royal pain. Then she saw the footage. Harry and Meghan shot more than 15 hours of personal video in the early months of 2020 as they finalized their plans to exit Buckingham Palace for good. Garbus said, you're right there with Harry in the Windsor suite, processing the fact that he's leaving the royal family for the first time in his life. Then there was another clip with Meghan at home, alone, fresh out of the shower, her hair in a towel, no makeup, processing on her end what their life might actually be like. It's very personal and raw and powerful, and it made me appreciate the incredible weight that went into their decision, she said. It also affirmed the choice I had made about wanting to unravel how this historic break came to be. When pressed as to whether Harry and Meghan had final approval over the series, Ms. Garbus responded, it was a collaboration. You can keep asking me, but that's what I'll say. With 3 more episodes of the documentary released today, be sure to check back later today for a bonus edition of this podcast, as there are expected to be upsetting to Buckingham Palace. In the teaser, Meghan said, this is when a family and a family business are in direct conflict. Harry adds, everything that's happened to us was always going to happen to us. Meghan added, suddenly what clicked in my head was, it's never going to stop. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your favorite shows. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.